here, day 83. Man, I got my campsite all packed up and ready to go. Man, I was thankful for the protection last night. Those storms, one went north and one went south, and I got a few sprinkles, which was, man, I'm very thankful for that, because they were some ferocious storms. I could see them coming across the mountains. So about to take off here and head toward Front Royal. My goal is to maybe get a ride into Front Royal and resupply a couple of items, because I don't think I'm going to be able to stop anywhere between here and Harper's Ferry. I need a few things. So anyway, that's my big goal for the day, and I'm sure there's going to be some views along the way. So hope you stick with me. The cliffs at North Mount Marshall. Man, and these are straight down. Not much of a view. Pretty well socked in with fog this morning. Walking across the summit of North Mount Marshall. Trail talk today. I've been asked this question: how do you keep your stuff safe on the trail? Well, I'll answer with 3 points. First, your stuff is on your back and you're walking, you're with your stuff. Okay, gosh, 90% of the time, if not more. You might step away while at camp to go down and get water where you've left your pack somewhere, but 90% of the time and more, all of your possessions are with you. So they're pretty safe that way. Second, I have found the best safeguard is other hikers. Man, one thing I can tell you is that hikers look out for hikers. If there was anything suspicious going on, I guarantee you another hiker would take care of it right away. Other hikers, whether they're through hikers, section hikers, or day hikers, they pay attention to things, and if anything was going on, and I have to tell you, I've not seen anything happen like that. But if there was something going on, man, let me tell you, they would take care of it. Good folks here on the trail. And third, we're a good ways from civilization most of the time. And I'll just put it this way. No one wants to carry more stuff than they're already carrying. Why get anything that's not yours when you're going to have to carry it? It's just not happening. Safeguarding your possessions here on the trail, not even an issue. And that's trail talk. Big deal, man. I have Made it all the way through the Shenandoah National Park on the AT. Good stuff. I'm not far from Front Royal. Be hitting the highway down there in just a few miles. Good stuff. Man, this was a big deal, big accomplishment, and I'm excited about it. Woohoo! Unlike the Smokies, you do not have to place your permit back in the box, which is different than the Smokies because you had to put the permit back in the box when you left the park, but not here. I am closing in on Highway 522 for Front Royal. Hadn't gotten there yet, but almost. Highway 522. I'm crossing here. And I think there's a hostel just down here, just a little ways, and I'm gonna see if I can ask them to take me into town for just a minute to get lunch. We shall see if they can. They might not be able to do it for me, but hey, I'm gonna ask. Well, I'm on my way to that hostel to see what happens on my request for a ride into town. Why I continue to be amazed, I do not know. But I got to Highway 522 and went across and went up to close to where the hostel is located, and there's this gentleman that pulls up in his vehicle, and I asked him if he knows of any shuttle services in town, and he said, "Man, hop in, I'll give you a ride." He was a independent delivery guy. He's retired and living with his wife Claudia. His name is John, and man, just great folks. Carried me into town. Went to Taco Bell. Man, I got a meal, and then got a meal for tonight. And then he brought me to the grocery store and waited on me. After the grocery store, he carried me back to the trailhead. Isn't that cool? Such good people. John and Claudia, thank you. They even invited me to stay with them because of the weather. It's supposed to be storming tonight, and man, I just can't believe it. I'm just continued to be amazed, and God always provides. Came out on this little road through the forest, and the trail goes that way. So in about 2 miles, I'm gonna come to this shelter called the Jim and Molly Denton shelter. Might check it out. Sounds like they might have room for me to hammock. And the other thing I might check out is it says they have a solar shower. Of course, today there's not much solar activity, so I'm sure it would be a cold shower, but just to get wet might be a good thing, other than what I already am with this rain. That's the other reason I'm gonna go ahead and try to check out this shelter, because the rain is supposed to get worse and maybe some more storms, the same as it was yesterday. So I'm gonna go check that shelter out. The walk through the woods on the AT north of the Highway 522 is just really cool, especially after you get up over that first climb and just walking through the woods. These trees are just massive. I love these huge trees. They're just amazing to me. And there's just one after another after another. Beautiful forest. Right, this is the Jim and Molly Denton shelter. Man, this is cool. I don't think I have ever seen one quite this nice. Man, this is good stuff. And guess what? There is a solar shower down that trail right there. Horseshoe pit with actual horseshoes. Bear pole. Man, the Jim and Molly Denton shelter. Good stuff. One of the nicer ones that I've seen. Wrapping up day 83. I'm standing here in front of the solar shower for the Jim and Molly Denton shelter. This is like good stuff. Can you imagine finding a shower at a shelter? Anyway, hey man, I have made it out of the Shenandoahs today. That was a big deal. Made it all the way through the Shenandoahs and out. I made it into Front Royal. Man, I met a great guy named John, and he took me to a restaurant. He took me to the grocery store. I appreciate him and all he did. He waited on me. He drove me back to the trailhead. Man, just a super guy. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. Good folks, good folks. So, man, this was a great day here hiking on the AT. Had a good day. Did about 17, 18 miles, something like that. It was felt good. Got a meal with it, so you can't beat that. Anyway, sure am glad you stuck with me. Keep hiking.